Alrighty, chat. I have no headphones. What is going on with that? Did I turn my headphones off earlier? I did. I never do that when I take a break. Why did I do that? Oh no. Anyway, welcome in. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for being here, chat. Hopefully everybody's having a good day and staying safe from the inclement weather. Hopefully. But anyway, let's get back to it. I still don't know why I turned my headphones off, but anyway, let's get back to it. Howdy there, Nick.
Up.
I couldn't hear anything.
Oh.
Apparently I turned my headphones off when I got up from my break. I never do that. I put them on and I'm like, I can't hear nothing. So I am officially a troll, by the way.
Why is that?
And I will own up to it. Because I walked in my house and I poked my head into my living room and my aunt was in there snoozing in the recliner.
Wake your aunt up.
Well, she woke up when she heard me walking in the house. So she woke up and I poked my head around the corner and she looked at me and I said, hey, what are you doing? You need to get up. And she goes, what? And I said, it's Sunday. You need to get up. She goes, no, it's not. It's Saturday. I said, no, you slept all night out here. It's Sunday. So she looked at a clock and she looked outside. I was like, I'm just messing. It's Saturday. For a split second, though, I think she believed me.
I say, how did her like she react, like, you know, vocally?
She was just really confused more than anything.
Oh.
Oh man.
I didn't know if she would say a few choice words to you after or not.
So mean, Big L says. I mean, it's fine. Probably a little bit. Oh man. This is the next from the next DLC. Yes, came out Tuesday. It's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. Alright, we'll just leave him there. We don't really need him right now. Stay there, buddy. You'll be closer for the next round. You betcha. So the next can seed. It can there's two different seeder attachments, seeder and a planter. It can cultivate, it can harvest, it can spread slurry, although I think that's kind of with like a cultivator tool, honestly. I haven't messed with it, but yeah, that's gonna like cultivate and put down the slurry with it too. Which is cool. It can do all kinds of stuff. It's pretty neat. So yeah. Big, what's going on? Welcome in. The where it shines for me though is definitely just as we're using it right now as a combine. It holds like 12,000 more than like the biggest in-game combines. Technically goes a mile per hour faster on harvest, and that header's pretty good size too, you know.
I say it's worth it.
It's pretty nice as a combine. Some of the other stuff I'm not super sold on, but as a combine, it's definitely worth it. I mean, we have a bunch of the other attachments and we're using them, but all of this corn that we have today was planted with the next set. So that's not the GPS line I want there, game. That one, there we go.
I think it'd be pretty cool if like that had a kind of like a subsoiler for it. Or I know it's deeper.
Counted as a plow, yeah.
Yeah, that would make doing corn so much nicer, especially after, you know, how much we're doing right now.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna get just past him and I'm gonna throw my auger out and hopefully he'll come to me. Maybe. Come on, buddy. He doesn't like the speed I'm going. I know that much. playing that, what is it called? American Farms or American Farmer or something like that, right? I don't know. I've never played that game. I don't really play games on my phone. I do have a couple of games on my phone, but I don't really play them. You know, I don't think he's gonna actually drive up next to me when I'm harvesting. By the way, I don't think he likes the next set, but he'll unload me when I'm stopped.
I say it does not look like he's gonna drive next to you.
Now, next time I come down the field, I'll go really slow and see if he'll what he will do. I'm doing great. What's popping? Welcome in. Come on, buddy. Auto drive sometimes, chat the joys. He is trying to figure out his life right now. All right, now we're gonna back up. Okay, yep. I want to plug up the radiator with corn leaves. Come on. we don't have one of them fancy reversing fans on our Massey. I mean, come on. All right, when I'm about to cycle my pipe. Oh, hey, Nick.
What's up?
You going to field 3?
Yep.
Nice. Did you bring your tipper with you?
Yeah.
Okay. That's funny. Yeah, next round we'll go really slow down the field to see if he what he does. I don't think he's gonna pull up next to me while I'm harvesting though. Which is very unfortunate. I might as well just leave him parked at the edge of the field then, honestly. Because it's faster for me to drive to him than it is for him to drive to me. But that's alright. We're learning. So Nick's done with the tiny fields then.
Yep.
Since he's over here now. So that's good. Because this thing, I did plant the tiny fields with the next set. It's not fun. This is way too big for those tiny fields.
I feel like it wouldn't be so bad now, especially with all the trees are kind of cut down.
That probably helps, yeah.
Yeah.
The water pumps kind of suck though.
Yeah.
They're just kind of in the way. All right, so no phone call from Pop still, so I'm assuming that's good, right?
I would imagine that's good.
That or he's just too busy trying to clean stuff up to like call me.
I feel like he would give you a call before the cleanup process.
Let's see, my brother's with him.
Oh.
So everything changes when brother's with him. So, yeah. Hey, they could be on a gas resupply run for getting gas for the generator for brother's house. For all I know, they may not have actually ended up at the farm yet. Who knows?
Right.
I would hope Dad grabbed the gas can that's in the front of our garage. We've got several at the farm, but
You probably got one or two at least at the house.
we got one sitting here at the house with like 5 gallons of ethanol-free gas in it, right, waiting for the generator. Brother doesn't even own a gas can, so yeah.
How does that work when he goes get his own grass?
Okay, he might own a tiny gas can for that. Or wait. Does he have an electric lawnmower? I don't know what he cuts his grass with right now. I don't know.
I saw an electric lawnmower I actually wouldn't mind getting.
Oh yeah?
So I want to get a zero turn, but I'm limited to the size zero
But
turn.
you don't want to spend $40,000 on an electric one?
So the Ego or whatever it is.
Yeah, Ego. Yeah.
I like the one that they just came out with. It's a 42-inch zero turn.
Yeah.
That's electric.
Woogie, woogie, woogie.
And it's less than $4,000.
Wow.
And it, according to them, does up to 2 acres of grass on a single charge.
I'm sure.
But
it's a 45 batteries.
But with the yard I have, if they're recording it does 2 acres, I'd be able to get like 15 years out of the batteries doing what I do for my yard.
So he is just gonna stalk me. He's not gonna drive to me. Unfortunately, that's kind of lame. But again, I haven't updated auto drive in forever. So maybe in the next auto drive update, they'll make it work with the next set. I mean, it'll unload me, just not on the go. He's just gonna sit back here and stalk me the whole time. That's fine. We'll just park him over at the trucks and I'll drive to him. So yeah, it'll be fine. No big deal. I mean, it's kind of funny how he's just back there stalking though.
Yeah, he is.
But yeah, he's not gonna drive up to me. So it is what it is. Not a huge deal. But yeah, so actually, we, since we started getting that ethanol free gas,
Yeah.
that's what's in our generators. Like if you're going to run the generator a lot, sure, you can put the regular, we don't mind putting the regular gas in, but if that thing's going to sit,
Right.
you got to run the ethanol free in there. You gotta get all the real gas out of the tank. Like so say we had an event where we need a generator, you can run it on regular gas, but then towards the end of it, well, usually you don't know when your power's coming back on, but like to the minute. So, after the event, we'll just take the generator to the farm, siphon the gas out, run it in, say, a lawnmower.
Yeah.
Or throw it the side by side or something we use gas in.
Right.
So, yeah. Oh, jumping.
And that's kind of like how they sell that pre-mixed stuff you buy at the store.
Yeah.
My father-in-law is on I think it's the Husqvarna fuel one. It says says it doesn't gum your carburetors up if stored in.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, my father-in-law learned the hard way. It still gums your carburetors up.
Shouldn't.
His
ethanol free.
It shouldn't, but his chainsaw that he owns it's only a few years old now, and maybe it's getting like 5, but it's only ever ran the Husqvarna fuel through it. And last year or the year before, he actually ended up having to get a lot of work done to it, including carburetors rebuilt.
No, I'm not an expert on the Husqvarna fuel, but like the brand True Fuel, you could leave that in your carburetor for 10 years if you wanted to. It'd be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff's great. We do use that at the farm for some stuff. God, this game is laggy at times, isn't it?
Yeah, sometimes it's terrible.
Bad. All right. Oh man, that's not good. On the old scanner, they just toned out a bunch of units for a rollover, head-on collision accident, something bad, right?
Yeah.
And then they come on and they go, all units, this was put in the wrong city. Stand by.
Oh.
So, apparently it's in a different city. So. That's kind of not good. Why isn't that truck leaving? Go away. Go away, truck.
The auto drive guy probably just needs a minute to figure out his life.
No.
That truck.
Oh, he didn't like that I was unloading. As soon as I stopped unloading, he took off.
Huh, that's interesting.
That is interesting. All right, now we're set up. Now we're cooking with gas. We're just going to run it like that. We're just going to use the auger wagon as our field bin. And then we can, yeah, we'll be fine. You took some time off from Farm Sim, but reinstalled because of the next at. Let's go. So wait, how long did you take off from FarmSim that you uninstalled it from your computer? Or did you rage at FarmSim and that made you uninstall it?
I'd say you'd have to rage at it.
Yeah.
I have FarmSim 17 on my computer still.
You got... I'm the reason that you want to run this? I'm sorry. Oh, you needed extra room? Okay. I was like, because I get uninstalling games because of rage. Like, SnowRunner's real close for me.
I'm actually kind of surprised you didn't uninstall that game.
You know, what was it, Phasmophobia? When we got done playing that, I uninstalled that right away. Like, I'm done with this crap. I don't want to play it. But yeah. You bought that game because of me? I'm not an influencer. I'm just a guy playing video games. Oh boy. Oh, that sounds lovely. Lovely. Oh. Just to install it. I did install it. Yeah, yeah, it's fine. I have the internet for it. You got stuck on a tree stump the other day? Yeah. Yeah. It's Aspen. Okay. I got you, Bess. Best site for downloading mods would be the in-game mod hub. That's the safest one. You know, if nothing else, Giants does make sure that there's no like viruses or anything weird. They may not play test their mods as much as I think they should, but
I feel like with Giants, you also get less errors on the mods, but there's still a possibility for errors.
Still happens, yeah. What on God's green? Flat Earth. You forgot the flat part, Bear. This is the next at. This is the DLC that came out Tuesday. This past Tuesday, anyway. I'm very tempted, by the way. Black Hat was saying he did like a fresh install of Windows that fixed his computer.
Yeah.
Well, technically, I went from like an Intel processor to an AMD, and I cloned my hard drive. I never did a fresh install.
That would
I should probably
be
do
good.
that, huh?
Yeah, it'd probably be good for your computer to do.
Yeah. It's fine. It'll buff. But I wonder, like, okay, that was the server save. That one's fine. We can't, yeah, I can't pick on that one. Giants overall does make good games. They do have some things that they need to work on, in my opinion, like fixing the audio in this game, because it's been an issue since 22. And they never fixed it in 22, and it still happens in this game where your audio just magically turns off. And I'm not the only one that has it happen, so...
Make it like, I think it was Farm Sim 11 where...
11?
I think it was Farm Sim 11 where the cars weren't like planted to the map.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
You know, when you hit them, they actually moved.
Yeah. But yeah, there's definitely some things they need to work on. You have Farm Sim on your iPhone? I don't really count that as Farm Sim. But I know what you mean, yeah. Oh boy.
Definitely did not see me hit C instead of V there for a second.
C instead of V? Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
You've never had the audio issue? Pay attention. It'll happen. For some reason, it happens more around buildings, I feel like. It usually happens in like homesteads, unless it's a multiplayer thing, but I don't think it is.
I say, even in my single player, I still lose audio.
Land console. Maybe it's a PC thing then. I'm not sure. Because yeah, it definitely happens. I'll point it out next time it happens. Or like sometimes I won't be able to hear like my tractor, but I could hear like, you know, if Nick was running the tractor, I could hear his. It's like, what?
Yeah, that's the part of the whole audio thing that just seems weird to me.
Yeah, it's very strange. Only game you can use mouse and keyboard with? Gotcha. It's not a bad thing, right? Okay. It's intro. Okay. Wow. I'm just looking at my audio program. I'm still getting used to that new program. There's apparently 6 different audio like inputs going right now. Has nothing to do with the game audio cutting out, by the way. That I'm not talking about. Yeah, it's the whole thing. You lose audio on console in your homestead. Sodak, let's go. Glad I'm not the only one. Let's go. You need help over there, Nick?
I think I got this field under control.
I can come help you. I'm gonna go harvest 1 next, actually.
I think
Oh.
I only have like 2 passes left.
We need to move your subsoiler, and we need to get the JD going.
All right.
I'm gonna try to just do the create a job for him. Go. He can get working out here. Although he's gonna run into my wagon, I guess technically. Oh, if he starts with Thunder, I don't know how he's gonna start, but it's fine.
That's what I did for my guy too. Was just hope for the best with the escape menu.
Oh dang! Oh, Belks, that's pretty cool. I didn't realize that. My dad used to sell John Thread chainsaws back in the day. Before my time, but he sold them. There's a lot of Husqvarna too.
I'd say I'm currently trying to find a chainsaw for myself.
Steel makes pretty good ones.
That's what I was thinking about going with. That's what I've always, used in life. But everyone just wants an arm and a leg for them.
Yeah. The good thing about steel is that, there's steel dealers everywhere. So.
Yeah.
That's a good part. If you live closer, I can hook you up. I can get you a deal.
Hey, you get me a good enough deal, I would travel.
I can't get you that good of a deal.
No, not that good.
No. I mean, I get you like 10% probably, but not that good of a deal. Get you a little bit of a deal though.
Yeah,
I know the right people.
I was gonna say, your dad.
Or
your brother.
Yeah, one of them. I mean, Dad. On Friday, when Dad and I went off and did our mystery quest, we'll call it. He kept telling people, "Yeah, I'm retired. I'm retired. I'm retired." And then he went by his old job the other day, the job he thought he was retired from, and they're like, "Hey, can you come in next week and work?" And he's like, "Sure." So he's still working a couple hours here and there, but he's calling himself retired, but he's still working a little bit. So
he's probably more or less working for something to do.
Well, and he doesn't mind helping them out either,
Yeah, when needed. Gives him something to do, it gets him out of the house.
Yeah, I mean, he's making a couple bucks at the same time, and
yeah,
it's fine. I just thought it was funny. Yeah, I'm retired, and then a couple days later, hey, could you work? It handles awkward a little bit, but it just don't take it on any uneven terrain. It does not like that. It has 0 suspension. But it's an acquired, awkward, a little awkward in the turns still. I feel like you get used to it eventually. But yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst thing with the chainsaw I would need. I have, a very distinct, size range. I want one that will run a 20-inch bar really well, but not overpower the 20-inch bar. But
Okay.
at the same point, I could go up to a 32-inch bar when needed. Make a couple cuts with it and not kill the saw.
Yeah.
That's pretty spendy to get to a saw that can do that.
Yeah. So the cool thing about this cab is you can actually move it. And it should move. It's kind of glitchy, at least the way I'm doing it. I don't know. But it is kind of cool. I do wish that the screen had so the speed is in kilometers, even though my game sets miles per hour. So I don't like that at all. And of course, the rest of the screen is just, it's farm sim, so the screens don't work. But yeah, the MS660. Is that the saw, Nick?
Pretty much. And they want an arm and a leg for those.
Germans. Pretty much. But no, it's pretty good. I like this thing, especially for combining. And the biggest thing that I like about it for combining is the why don't I have GPS lines all of a sudden? They just left the chat. The capacity is like 12,000 and some change more than the biggest in-game combines. So I like it for that reason alone, Static, what's going on? What about Germans? Black Cat has the 661, Nick.
I'd say if at the same point though, if I'm gonna go with the 660 or 661, which they're the same saw, just model year thing.
Okay.
I might as well spend like the extra maybe grand and just buy an 881.
That sounds like a big saw. I don't really know anything about steel saws other than they seem to be pretty good.
The 881 is the big boy. It's the one that will handle the 6-foot bar.
That sounds spendy.
Yeah, but the 660, you're not super far off of that price already.
Kilometers only. Yeah, it's true. Yep. All right. We are going to have to go empty here in a second, chat. But that's okay. We only have to run across that field. Gotta dodge a subsoiler and run across the field. No big dealio. And I just ran over a bunch of corn. Whoops.
Must get full.
$661. Yeah, I think they got rid of the 660. I think is what I had heard somewhere along the line. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I don't.
So
I
basically,
don't work for the lawn and garden dealer. You got talked the first time.
Basically, all your steel, all the models that ended in a 0 now end in a 1. They're the same saw, same power, same everything. Just
I'm sure they made some changes to them. Didn't have to talk the first time.
Yeah, I've used the old versus the new at the same day kind of saw, compared them.
I mean, you could say that like you could say a 2019 Ram is the same as a 25 Ram. You know, there's changes. It's the same truck,
Right.
sure, but there's changes.
I mean, if anything, there might be just a little more power, not a whole lot.
I mean, like a design or some parts could be different. I don't know. Sure, there's something
Yeah.
different. Usually companies don't change numbers unless there's something different about it. They're not just changing numbers, you know.
Yeah.
They're not John Deere, you know. Man. Oh, there you go. It's electronic instead of analog or
Nope.
whatever.
I guess.
There you go. So they made some changes.
I just
See?
I just knew like I used to have a '07 a 170, and then the 171 came out right when I got the 170,
Okay.
and that's just what the dealership was telling me at the time, that they really didn't do any changes to the
Well, maybe on
saws.
that particular saw. I
Right.
don't know. I don't know. Talk to first time.
I'm not an expert on chainsaws by any
Talk to
means.
first time. Northern J, glad to hear you got your issues sorted. That is good. Yeah, I don't sell the things, all right? How about that? Talk to first time. Oh, gosh. All right. You drive a 20-year-old truck and it RIP'd, left to chat? That's sad. Sorry to hear that. All right. Gotcha, Black Cat.
I'm sure I'll just do what I do normally when I go to buy stuff like that. I'll just buy something used and hope it, works.
You're gonna buy a saw off Marketplace, and it's gonna be so hot it'll burn your hands because it's stolen.
Yep.
Wait, did I say that? Oh man.
I say here, I don't know about where you live, but here you'd never know if it was stolen or not, because the price doesn't reflect if it was stolen or not.
Dude, there ain't nothing hotter than a chainsaw at a pawn shop on a Tuesday afternoon, you know.
Right.
No, we don't mulch and roll. Nope. Ain't worth my time. Ain't worth it. I get enough yield the way it is. I don't actually know what's this corn at. 92%? That's fine. Good enough. Good enough for me. Part of that's probably lime.
Yep.
On this particular field. Although I don't know when the last time this field was limed. I think when we bought it, so that would make sense. So yeah. Good enough though, as far as I'm concerned. And we don't really struggle for money in this game, so I mean once we get rolling, you know, at first, yes. Are you saying that 90 whatever I said is low? It's fine.
But
I don't know
also,
what it was. I've been 22. I played for almost 3 years with precision. I don't remember what the base game in 22 was like.
I'd say also the price point of mulching and rolling,
It just takes so much time.
and then the time it takes.
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem like it ever pans out what it costs and what it takes to do it.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Besides, like I said, some of that could be lime.
Yeah.
So yeah. So, Sunder, you might as well do 3. Let me pull up my numbers because I have run Lime Science. I have a hang on, a Google Doc here. Hang on. Where's it at? There it is. It's like I can't find it anywhere. So at least in the science that I ran, if you limed your field the first time you would harvest after liming, you'd get 15%. It's supposed to be 15% according to the game. You actually get 12.3% more yield. The second harvest, you're supposed to get 10, you get 8.2% more yield. The third one is supposed to be 5, you get 8.2% as well. So you might as well just run the three harvests, because the second and third one are the same. They're not supposed to be, but they are. At least in the science that I ran on my field and my farm and all that. I'm sure somebody else has said different on the internet because, well, it's the internet. People can argue about everything. So
Something I wonder if they like would ever actually fix or not.
I mean, they don't fix the audio, so why fix percentage of lime?
True.
I'm just saying. If anything, they should fix their descriptions. Just throwing that out there. That's what they should fix. Yeah. The grain tank is underneath the red tarp on the top. See it filling in. That's kind of loud, sorry. So basically you've got a feeder house just like a regular combine. And then what's interesting is there's basically two sets of separators, thresher, like two internals of the combine that would be like here and here. So it brings the crop in and then splits it. And then you got two different like bubble up augers, we'll say, in the tank. If you had a straw crop, it does actually leave two different windrows, which is pretty cool. And then once we get turned around here, I'll throw my auger out so you can see the auger. So how it unloads. So the auger comes out of the back and flips out just like a regular old combine, unloads on the left. And the cool part is, so like where it says next at back here, that's like the frame of the actual like power unit. And then so there's actually two 550 horsepower engines inside this like frame. And then like the part with the hopper up here, that's like the combine attachment that goes on it. We can unhook it once we get it empty if you guys want to see that. I don't mind showing it off. It's pretty cool. I like this thing so far. Yes, this is a real machine. This has about 1,200 and a few liters more than the biggest in-game combines, yes. Plus you get an extra mile per hour, plus this head is kind of huge. So, as far as harvesting, I think that's where this thing really shines. I did plant all of this corn that we're harvesting right now. All of this corn was planted with the next head as well. So, not a huge fan of the sprayer attachment for it, simply because it only goes like 7 miles an hour, which is way slow for a sprayer in my opinion. Plus it has a weird collision with the ground and tends to run into the ground when it shouldn't at all. It's nowhere near the ground, but it'll kind of clip in. So, but yeah, so kind of weird if you ask me. But once we get emptied out here, we can I'll unhook the thing so you can see the actual next set without like the combine part. So this is an experimental machine. I don't know exactly how many there are in the world, but there's only a few. It was invented in Germany. I know there's a couple in North America that they're doing a bunch of demos with and stuff. Like I said, experimental. So
Are we good to buy another subsoiler?
that's fine. I didn't mind this for planting. It wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Are we gonna have any animals? I don't know. We haven't talked about animals on this one. Really, the focus of this playthrough is the temple. That's really been the focus for us, is the temple. Which we're, in the process of building. We need more beams, Nick.
Do we?
We need 10,000. Just over 9,000. So 10 more.
Are you done in field 1 with your
Yeah.
harvest?
Yeah, I'm done. So here's the temple compound. So we got like two. Oh, that got a roof since the other day. So we're working on it. All right, let me unhook that. So there's your header. And then we can unhook this part. That's the wrong button. We can unhook this part, which is really cool. The machine squats down to set it on the ground. There is a little bit of a clipping issue on this left side. I feel like they maybe need to fix that. You can't just like back up straight from your stuff. It gets a little clippy. But here's a really cool thing that I like. So if you have your help menu open. So anyway, this is, okay. Let me back up. This is what it looks like in transport mode here in just a second. So this is the actual Nexat. There's two 550 horsepower engines. Everything's electric drive, I believe, or a lot of it is electric drive. So it is a little awkward in like drive mode. It kind of like it's weird. But you got to have four-wheel steering, otherwise you'd never make it around corners and stuff. But the cool thing is, see those green lines? If you have your help menu open, you get close enough to an implement it wants to hook up to. You can just hold your O on your keyboard, and I'm sure console has a button too. And it'll automatically unfold the unit. And it'll drive me forward and line up automatically to hook up to whatever your implement is that's nearby. Now it won't hook up to it, but it'll get you there, and then you hit your button, which is pretty darn cool. And then we have to hook up to the header. I don't think the header will do that. Yeah, there's no green lines, so we can hook up to our header, and then we're actually gonna fold our header and fold the whole unit.
But everything else, like the cedar attachment and the cultivating attachment, that all has the lines, don't it? When you go to hook it up?
I think so, yeah. All right, we're gonna go off to another field chat. That's why I'm folding up. Now it is a little awkward with the header sticking off the side, but you know, if you're doing this in real life, you're going, you know, just field to field. Otherwise, I would assume you'd take your header off. Well, with the header cart, you know. But yeah, as far as animals, I don't think so, honestly. Come on, buddy. I kind of think whatever our next map is, we might have animals. Not sure yet. Although we've talked about playing, actually our next one might be, what's it called? Silver Run.
I'd say we haven't decided if it's going to be Silver Run or the Sri Lanka.
That's true. We talked about playing Sri Lanka too. I think if we did Silver Run, honestly, it would be a kind of a short playthrough.
I'd say I feel like you could do Silver Run in like less than a month.
Yeah. Because it's just going to get annoying with the... Where are you going?
I need to download.
Oh. Hang on a second. I'll clear you a path. I got you. Trent, welcome back. What's up?
I'm glad to be done with that project.
What were you doing?
A drill rebuild.
Oh, you're still working on that?
Well, after today, he'll be done.
They sounds like they're done. Good.
He's had to put the scales on today.
Ah. Just in time to get out there in the field, huh?
Yep.
How much rain do you get? We got like 2 tenths here.
I don't know.
Alright.
We're in the still all spring mode.
Oh, you don't have your rain gauge out yet?
No.
Actually, we did put we put ours out at the farm the other day, and then my digital one here at the house doesn't. Frost doesn't matter, or cold doesn't matter to it.
I'd say, you know, it was like, you know, 75 degrees yesterday here.
Yeah.
Today it snowed.
Yeah, you had fall spring.
Nice.
Yep.
Why don't you run that?
Otherwise, that's third fall spring, fourth fall spring.
Why don't you run that guy to your field, Nick?
I'm getting there. Just where I was at when I got full really wasn't a great spot to try to unload.
I got you. Okay. I was like, why don't you just park him at your field? I was very confused. Oh boy. I mean, I haven't moved any of my trucks yet, so. Although, really, do I need trucks on this one? I can just go right to the bin.
Right.
Y'all like two tiny trucks.
No, he hauls like
I haul 4.
3.
he hauls 4.
About 4, yeah.
How he's doing it, Trent.
30,000.
He doesn't have any trailers.
Yeah, no trailers.
No trailers.
And that's where you get the capacity with the tiny trucks.
I'm
So-
thinking tiny truck plus trailers.
Here's what I've been doing, Trent, is I have been, so the auger wagon will not unload the next set on the go. So I'm using the auger wagon as a mother bin and then have tiny trucks run up to it, and you can't run trailers on it because it's awkward. So they don't fill right. So Nick actually has, here's Nick's setup. Nick was running to the tiny fields. So he has the one truck with 2 trailers. But he's filling right into the truck, so you can do that. I would have to have, I mean, I guess if I had all 4 tiny trucks lined up, I could do that.
Right.
But I was hoping to use the auger wagon to unload the combine on the go. Unfortunately, that does not work.
Well, you could do it with trailers. You just have to have one front mount and one rear mount.
One front mount, one rear mount. What do you mean by that?
Oh no, wait.
You
It's on
can't have
different
multiple
sides.
waypoints.
Oh no, like the two different auger wagons.
Oh, yeah, that would be, no, I'm good. I'm good. Was this, yeah, honestly, you know, normally I would run 4 trucks, but 3 trucks, no wagons. That bin never got full.
Yeah.
You know, once I parked it there, I mean, it was full a couple times when it was running to me, and I would get to 100% and sit in the field. But once I put it there, like, you got enough capacity between the wagon, because that wagon holds everything I can output. So.
And the distance that you're going at that time
Yeah.
is not far enough where the trucks have your trucks are your slow
Yeah.
point.
No, it's totally fine. Well, I guess after that win, the guy across the street must not like I was yardless. He's out there cleaning up leaves and.
Is he mowing again?
He might mow. It's the guy across the street. It's not. What's his name next door? Tom Petty.
I was gonna say today I only used up quite a bit of gasoline.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, burning some brush and sticks and stuff.
You're using gasoline to burn.
Yes.
That's 5 head. Okay.
Well, it's also a lot of it was, you know, like bark and
We'll get you a little diesel fuel. Diesel
Wow.
at least burns. Gas just blows up.
so I also used a jug of some, you know, black stuff that, you know, you shouldn't use in a town.
Yeah.
That's what
Wolf
the gasoline
6.
was for.
Wolf 6, yeah, we made it through here at the HQ, all in one piece. I haven't heard anything about the farm, so good. No news is good news, yeah, right? I do have some family members without electricity and stuff like that, but it's, yeah.
No, that apparently we lost it for a couple hours today.
Does this actually unload, Nick, at the bin, or no?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I was just when I
You were
was
running it manually, huh?
I didn't trust making that long of a drive with 2 trailers. I'll be honest.
It'll buff.
As that is kind of a drive for auto drive.
Alright, gotta have faith.
Well, the faith in auto drive got cut pretty short after trying to send that John Deere up to the main homestead. It only got stuck 3 times in the old homestead before I finally got it to the main road.
Those people that joined Tomcat's game hauled some iron ore, made a 25 car train, and then left. Ah, that's great, Tomcat. That is great.
So at least they did some.
It's true, yeah. That is true. Alright, so yeah, for this field, I'm just going to unload right into the bin, because why not? It's right. Oh, wait. Maybe I'm not going to unload into the bin anymore.
Why is that?
Because the bin is full.
Oh.
It doesn't take long with the next set.
No. Oh, jeepers. The bin is full. So, do we buy another extension? I'm not ready to, like, do the whole homestead thing. We don't have enough money.
Right.
So, not ready yet.
I'm buying another next set.
Do what?
I'm buying another next set.
No. Tomcat, that's sad. They never bought you a Betsy. I'm sure Trent would join your game and buy you a Betsy, though. Oh, man. I'm sure he would. Maybe you should make the name of your game like, please buy a Betsy. Please purchase Betsy upon joining or something. See how many people would join your game and buy you a Betsy right away. Because if I saw that, I would do it. I'd go buy somebody a Betsy. I don't care. That's funny.
Just to mess with someone.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, so Trent, apparently 100 iron, or not iron, 100 gold ore gives you 20 ingots, is what I was told.
100 gold for 20 ingots.
Yeah. So that's pretty bad.
Drinkage.
And then, yeah. The other thing that I've discovered on there is I have 3 of those big engines on the beam train, the 40 car train.
And you need more?
No, they're getting deleted. I'm done with them.
The big boys?
Yes. The big engines are fine if you're pulling up a hill, but if you're trying to load, unload, stop and start a bunch, that's why you were having all those issues that first night we got them.
Yeah.
Those engines, there's a bunch of slack in between them, and when they hit, that sends a shock down the whole train and cars go flying. So one of those engines might be okay, but multiples, no.
Or is that just when you load them with a smaller and then?
Yeah, but so like I have that now at the sawmill. I have one of the gear drive engines. Works great on all those cars, right? So okay, I was hauling wood products to the iron mine. So then do I have to have another engine up there to unhook and hook to? And I don't know.
It'd be a pain, but that's the only way you're gonna haul en masse.
I mean, those gear drive engines go, the one I was messing with, it went over 10 miles an hour. It went about 12. So that's not bad. What are we up to? 120. There's 100 in the gold mine, and then whatever's at the dredge and whatever's already been hauled. So I don't actually know how much we're actually up to. What's blocked?
I think the tractor I started, but he's moving now.
Okay. The Alice?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's driving.
Just running them back up to start another Another job.
Yeah, more subsoiling. Never
Pretty
enough
much.
subsoiling, chat.
Yeah, pretty much.
And really, that's kind of like the best. Well, that other subsoiler is pretty good too. But it takes horsepower.
So how much horsepower does that one take?
350, but it gets you up to 5 meters at 7 miles an hour.
I say 350 for 1 meter.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much faster that is. That's than the other one, or if it's the same speed.
I don't know. But as we get tractors, I mean, we could go buy a tractor right now if we wanted to.
Right.
I don't know what we're gonna spend our millions on right now. Our 800,000 on.
I'd say, you know, a Fendt 1050 would be nice.
715.
You'd have
715 quad track, yeah, buddy,
you know, at least a Fendt 1050, you'd be able to pull that trailer.
Hey, the quad track would pull the subsoiler great.
Yeah.
Well, before we get too far, let's do this at least. So we can finish our harvest.
How much does that bin hold? That's extension?
100,000.
We may get through our harvest with this one.
Actually, we might not. Well, technically, we have that other bin over at the other homestead that we don't have anything in.
Yeah.
So I could set up trucks to run over there real quick.
I'd say you could also just set something up to get rid of the miscellaneous crap that's in the bin.
Yeah, there is some random stuff in here, yeah. There is. We could also just set up a truck and have it hauled to the train just to park it up there for now, too.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we got an okay amount to go here still, so maybe we should get you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to get a couple trucks here because they're in the way out there anyway. The Massey. Get them out of the way of the subsoiler. The Massey would pull that other subsoiler, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I think it would.
Probably would.
And that's nice that, you know, if you bought like a Fendt 1050 or something, we wouldn't need the Massey to do trees.
Chad, I think he really wants a 1050.
I really like the 1050.
You get a 900.
900 what?
And
Yeah.
You know, I'd even take the Fendt 900 as long as it's a black beauty.
all right, 700.
Okay, so that's going to be under this. There we go. So we can get a couple trucks rolling. Might as well. Might as well. So we'll just stash a bunch of corn over there. How about that?
Might as well.
He actually did that, John.
What?
Please buy Tamagotchi.
So, yeah, he changed the name of this game to Please Buy a Betsy. Let's go, Tomcat. GG's, brother.
I really hope he gets someone to buy him a Betsy.
I do too. I'm really pulling for him. Trent will go do it.
I say if no one does, I'm going to go do it.
I'll launch it right now.
Right?
I won't, but I could.
I said I will, at least my computer can at least handle that and not affect my game quality for a stream.
I mean, I could too, but it would be awkward because you would see it.
Yeah.
Can I open it on a second monitor?
I mean, Black Hat just did.
Tomcat's about to have Betsy's.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Tomcat is funny. Wait, did he fire himself again? Did I? Oh, you know what? I didn't tell him to haul corn.
Oh.
I set him up to go from point to point, but yeah, he set the soybeans.
A left is going to go by. Well, I got it.
Oh man, we are trolls. There we go. There we go. I forget that you have to tell them to haul the crop. Otherwise, they don't know what to haul. All right, tiny truck army is heading out, all three. Surprised you haven't filled your tiny truck yet.
I'm almost there for filling
Okay,
it.
he probably won't unload all the way, but I'll keep an eye on him.
Right.
I can always move the waypoint up over here if we need to.
I'd say I'd actually be very surprised if he does the back trailer.
Nah, he won't. Not a skipper. I'm turning around. Don't worry. Don't worry.
We spy time I got to Betsy.
That's funny.
Just because I want to be a part of the troll too.
Wow. Hey chat, how many of you have Railroads Online? Fight Tomcat a Betsy. Be a troll. Come on, chat, it's fun. Oh gosh. Actually, yesterday, it has nothing to do with Railroads Online, but yesterday they delivered roofing material for the house across the street. So I guess we'll be having to listen to hammers and nail guns and stuff one of these days.
Yeah, the nice thing about roofing nowadays is normally they knock it out in a day unless it's a big house.
Oh,
it
yeah,
might
yeah.
be 2 days.
They're pretty fast. Yeah.
Pepper _ 4545 just resubscribed for 60 months. Hello, is this thing on? Just spent the last month fighting with Twitch over my account's password after someone took my info.
There's
But
Dick,
back.
Chris alive.
How's the farming good today?
Oh man, Pepper, I'm sorry you had to go through that with Twitch. Dang, that's not good. Thanks for the resub though for 60 months. Do appreciate that. Farming's good, man. We got the next set and we're harvesting corn. And there's really loud trucks going down my street. Oh man, but yeah, it's good, man. It's good. Hopefully, other than fighting with Twitch, hopefully everything's good.
I was just about to ask, like, what was going down your street? A snowplow or something?
Just like a pickup truck that didn't have exhaust.
Oh man.
Yeah, you could hear that, couldn't you, Nick?
Yeah.
I didn't name mine right.
We didn't call it Bird or Ernie. I don't think chat didn't pick up on that, by the way, yesterday.
Oh, they didn't pick up on that?
Well, I did. I don't know if I drove those trains, though.
Oh.
I don't think I did.
No, I named my Betsy.
Oh. There's 2 trains on my Railroads Online. One's Bert and one's Ernie. Somebody named Trent named them. So.
There's a lot of level 1s around here, Nick.
Yeah, I know.
You can't see them. It is kind of weird, Pepper, yeah. I really like it as a combine because it holds like 1,200 more bushels or 1,200 more liters, than like the biggest combines in the game. The header's nice size and you get an extra mile per hour. But it's a goofy looking thing.
Left got an achievement, Black Cat got 2.
Achievements?
Yeah, because Left and Black Cat haven't been on since No, Left and Black Cat got the multiplayer session with at least 3 people.
Okay. Oh, Belix is right. Yeah, it's 12,000 more, not 1,200. My bad.
Wow, everybody's playing Farm Sim now.
Did everybody switch?
Well, I think a lot of us just opened it up while we were playing Farm Sim.
Yeah, just to troll Tomcat, yeah.
Hey, it's a good troll.
See, that's a good troll. Yeah, it's not destructive. It's not hurting anybody.
Right.
It's funny.
Just buy a Betsy and dash.
And it's like a drive-by Betsy.
Drive-by shooting.
Well, I was going to be nice about it, but, you know.
I'd say I will gladly take the achievement I got buying a Betsy in his,
He's got to buy it and customize it.
I guess, yeah, you haven't purchased anything on mine, have you?
No, I did a Betsy, but I forgot the customization.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on, Nick.
Come on, Nick.
I always remember to name mine Betsy.
Gosh. It's okay. It happens.
There's always next time when you play Johns.
I'll probably be on there tonight for a little bit. After stream.
I guess here's the test to see if the truck will,
Oh, is he leaving finally?
he's leaving.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't also help, you know, I just, you know, took that little break to get launch railroads.
No, that's good.
Buy the Betsy.
Yeah.
Betsy and Dash. Did you guys set your eggs at 100% and leave?
No.
No, my engine was cold.
Throw firewood in it, put the regulator at 100, reverse her to forward, brake to 0, and leave the game.
I mean, I did take my brake off.
I'd say, you know, we all are trolls, but I think we're a little nicer than that.
I mean,
I wouldn't actually do
took
that.
my brake off. I didn't throw firewood in.
I'd say that's actually pretty mean. That could mess up a lot of stuff on the map.
Yeah, I would never do that. Tabs to Railroads Online. I'm kidding. Trent, did you see some of the stuff with the Captain's update coming out in May?
Yeah, I saw it right before the storm.
That's pretty good.
When it was just me and good old no wisdom teeth left.
No wisdom left?
Yeah, yeah, no wisdom left.
Oh, man.
He brought that up to me when he found that out, and that's when I could hear him.
Yeah. I was saying he posted it in Discord. I saw it when I was hiding from the storm. I was like, oh,
live typed out.
I like the I'm waiting for the trains. It's gonna be.
Do you see the train stations?
Yeah. I need to read up on all of it still. I haven't read all that. I looked at the pictures. I didn't read the things.
Yeah, your name is John. You don't read.
I didn't have time. I saw it right before I went live yesterday. And I didn't have time to fully investigate it, okay? So, we'll leave it at that.
I'd say at least Comcast now got at least 4 Betsy's.
Yeah, one was somebody bought it with the no name. That cat bought the original Betsy and named it Black Cat.
Couple too.
Mine was just Betsy.
I made sure to put my name on mine.
Nick was here. That's funny. So I did move that waypoint up, Nick, but I don't know if he'll realize that I did that or if he has to be restarted.
Alright.
But I'll keep an eye on him. I'm almost done with my field. I'll come over and help you when I get done here.
I was gonna say, you're probably gonna, you know, be done before I get done with this field.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm one round from being done.
Yeah.
So we're good.
I mean, it doesn't take you long to
No.
mow a field.
Not at all. No. It really doesn't. Alright, so will he realize that he can pull up and unload that third trailer?
But does he realize he even has a third trailer?
Oh yeah. Dude, he's auto drive for the win, boys. Auto drive for the win. What are we up to? 379,000.
Jeez,
Yeah.
a lot of corn.
It's going to take forever to sell it all. That's the problem with tiny trucks. It takes forever to do anything, but it's funny. And if it takes too long, we just buy more tiny trucks.
And saying if it's too much of a hassle, we can always just take tractors and hook them to the tiny truck trailers.
We could. Or we probably should go ahead and buy 2 more trailers.
Yeah.
For when it's time to sell, we can put the trailers on. Harvest time, leave all the trailers. Hello. How you doing? Hey, that's my
Hi.
cab, dog.
So
He's
if
on
I
his
didn't
way.
have my pipe out, we would have totally just done that cleanly.
He's on his way back to your field, dog.
I know. It takes a minute to get there though.
Wait, yeah. So, yeah, anyway. Smooth running games, what are those? They don't exist anymore. We'll blame it on the weather last night. It clearly messed with the flux capacitor.
Nope. Now I feel like games used to run better back when they didn't update stuff. You know,
Right.
didn't do any updating at all. You got the game, that's the game you got.
Yep. Yeah, and then we were doing like super bounces and bouncing out of Halo maps and, you know.
Yeah.
Which, it was so much fun, so I was okay, you know. I bet I could go on there right now. I wonder if they ever fixed that in like, I doubt it, in the Master Chief Collection.
Probably not.
In Halo 2, I could go to the map lockout and bounce out of that map probably pretty efficiently and like be on top of the map where I'm not supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because I did that a ton. I used to, way back in the day, I used to open up like a custom game.
Yeah.
And I would, on lockout, and I would do the super bounce to get out of the map, right?
Yep.
And then I would invite a bunch of people on my friends list. And I would just sit up there and not say a word. And they would join and be like, hey, where you at, bro? What are you doing? What are you up to? And usually they'd run around the map for like 5 minutes and they couldn't find me. And they would just leave.
Yeah.
And I would never say anything about it. Hashtag trolling. It was fun, but it's people I played Halo with like every day back in the day, and I would just never say anything like, hey man, did you like the troll the other day? Nothing. Just wouldn't say a word.
Yeah.
Oh, always be trolling, chat. Or wait, maybe not, but back in those days, yeah. All right, so Nick, don't worry, the real harvester has showed up.
All right.
Problem is I got to do more end rows.
Yeah.
I can turn this beast around. I could probably do it with what you have, but
I'd say, you know, whose harvester's got more hours on it.
I don't know. Mine's up to 8.5 now.
I was gonna say probably yours because you also did all that planting with
Yeah.
that and spraying.
Yeah.
I'm at 7.6.
Really?
No.
Well, in fairness, we did like just buy that one before this came out, so.
Yeah. And you also gotta think, like, the next X's got a lot more practicality.
Yeah, it doesn't just sit all year until it's harvest time, yeah.
Right. You can use it.
Yep. That's what makes it pretty awesome, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, a traditional combine obviously looks cool across the field, but man, I'm getting the job done too with this thing, so.
Probably twice as fast as I am.
Probably.
Hillbilly_redneck just resubscribed for 15 months.
Yeah, Billy Redneck, thanks for the resub for 15 months. I do appreciate it. How's it going, man? Now, this is going to be the downfall, though.
As I say, there John goes filling the truck.
I'm going to fill your truck.
I think the truck will have just a little bit more capacity than you have in you right now.
Oh, man.
I think that truck configuration holds like 22,000 or something.
It's not terrible. It's not bad at all. But I just wanted to hit this real fast. And are those guys stuck over there hauling corn? I think they're stuck again. I think there might be an issue. Did he get rear-ended? Was that the problem?
Must be.
It's like he slid past it.
I'm guessing he got rear-ended.
They don't stop where they should at all. It's probably because I moved that waypoint up so that this other one would empty.
Yeah.
Cable guy _germs just resubscribed for 25 months.
Yeah, well, got thanks to the 25-month resub. Do appreciate you. How's it going? Nick, I left you some room in that truck.
All right.
Like 4 bushels.
I know. It's not much.
You're welcome. Oh, man. I didn't leave you hardly any room at all. But that's okay. Realistically, we need to get those trucks separated. That would help the collision issue.
Yeah.
But they're kind of all running together. But it's funny though. Would I leave you like 5 liters?
I got like 1,000 in them, not even. Wasn't much.
Not bad. Better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
All right, and do-si-do. I take this swipe, then Nick could probably have what's left here. Although you're gonna get full, probably, aren't you?
I'll probably be full.
Yeah, I'll come back for it. Wait, can you unload into this thing?
Nope.
Have you tried that?
I had my pipe when you were gone on your break. I had the pipe over that, and your canopy kind of stops it from.
Okay. I didn't know if it would glitch through. But that tiny truck over there, he might be struggling with 3 trailers or 2 trailers.
It is not the most enjoyable thing you ever will see.
I bet. Yeah. I think I hear a wood chipper outside, chat. Which wouldn't surprise me today. If somebody had to get a wood chipper going today.
I just hear a metal saw going.
Metal saw?
Starbase.
A what?
Starbase.
Oh. I was like, outside your... Okay. Alright.
I'll say I'll go until I'm full.
I'll be back. I can come back to help. Don't worry.
It's almost perfect how our GPS lined up.
I say it looked pretty good. It's off a smidge, right? But that's fine.
Yep. It's off
Nick,
one.
your starting combine looks pretty good.
Off like 1 to 2 rows, depending on how the combine sits.
It's not bad.
No.
Not bad at all. All right, we got one little pass here, and we're done. That is a pretty efficient.
That is a very small smidge you got left.
Oh, you didn't make it.
Didn't make it.
Dang.
If I could have got just a little more in that tiny truck.
I wasn't thinking. I should have left you like the whole 3rd trailer. Or 2nd trailer. But I was trying to get emptied.
Yeah. There's worse things in life.
I mean, he should be almost back, shouldn't he? Maybe.
He's struggling.
Is he stuck at the bin too?
Yeah, he's stuck.
What the heck, bro? Is that bin, did he fill the bin back up?
Could have.
Yeah, he could have. Since the other trucks weren't really hauling, he might have. Wowzers. Cleaning up the skipper. Not really a skipper, you know what I mean. All right, off to the bin. That bin, it could be full. I mean, that's only 100,000 extra liters, and if they haven't really been hauling, I dumped in there a couple times straight out of the field, so.
I say it's not full.
No?
No.
But he's full.
He went too far ahead for the truck,
Oh.
and then I think he just couldn't figure life out at that point.
I don't think that waypoint being so far forward is working.
No.
So probably need to just ditch that second trailer, which that's fine. All right. I'll just fill the truck. I can just go. Probably should stop hauling over to the other setup, but whatever. All right, I will fix that waypoint here in a minute. I can't. Well, yeah, I can do it from here. And actually, even if it's like right where you're at right now, Nick, that should work for all three wagons.
Good.
I put it right in front of you. Get me out of here. God, what is this gross thing? It's so small.
Yeah, that small thing harvested a lot of corn today.
Oh man. I kid. Gosh. All right. Done with corn harvest. Let's go. Now we gotta find somewhere to put our corn head.
On the machine.
We're running out of places to put this stuff. Well, that's not the next thing we need the machine for.
Yep.
Plus, I haven't decided what we're planting yet either. I wouldn't
let's
mind
plant.
doing- What?
I say let's plant something that doesn't, take forever to plow after, just like soybeans or something.
I was gonna say maybe we look at planting some fall crop.
Yeah.
It's time, right? We could plant barley. We could plant
get
oilseed
us-
radish. We can plant wheat.
And that would get us
We can bale.
that'd get us some straw.
Yay! Sugar beet fuel hauler. I can't harvest it with the next set. Sorry. I can't harvest it with the next set. I can't plant it. That's the rules. I don't make up the rules, or something. All right, there's the combine part. Man, that collision. Maybe it's colliding on the cab. It's not though. They need to fix that.
Good luck.
I know. Yeah. Just gotta park it and then kind of just nudge it back into place. Where you want it. Oh boy. All right. So if we're gonna plant wheat. 1,200,000 in storage. Yeah, so the way that works is you haul. Oh, we gotta spend money if we want to plant wheat, by the way.
Oh.
Well, that only goes 9 miles an hour.
Yep.
That's kind of gross.
Yeah. Especially for $200,000, yeah.
I say, seems like you just spent some money.
Maybe.
I felt it.
He's still floating above $500,000.
But no, I was
the leg, yeah.
I felt the leg.
So the way that works is you haul stuff to the museum. Same as temple. You haul stuff to the museum, haul stuff to the temple, and you get paid for it. And then over time, it goes towards building the museum, or fixing the museum and building the temple. So what you have in storage is the top set of numbers down there in the bottom right. And then what it actually needs to complete the next step is the bottom set of numbers. So we need beams still. I don't know if we have them. I think they're set to, we're out of lumber.
There's 5 or 6 beams up there.
Okay, and we need, technically we need 10, but we also need to cut trees down, so
Yeah,
that's probably going to be a job soon. That's not the right place, chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of 10 right now. So, not bad. Not bad at all. But it's all good. So you can sell as many prefab walls as the thing needs to repair itself. Once the museum has enough to repair itself, you can no longer sell there. So you can, okay, so if the total amount of prefab walls that it needs, let's just throw a number out there and say 100,000. That's not what it needs, but let's just say you can sell all 100,000 at like in the beginning. But once you get to the total number that it needs to build or fix, in that case, it will no longer accept whatever that product is. Now, before they actually changed it with an update. Before, it would just keep taking the product, but it wouldn't give you any money. So obviously that was kind of broken, but they have updated it where it just no longer will buy the product. So if you can sell it there, it needs it. So yeah, that's kind of the way that it works. Yeah, the museum and the temple, they're gonna be like your highest prices, yeah. Because they want you to like do the project. So it's kind of nice, yeah.
Tell it's full.
That's true. Yeah, it's nice till it's full, and then it sucks. Because you can't sell there anymore.
Yep.
And you're like, but I like the money. Oh yeah. All right, Nick, we got all of our subsoilers going?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, and we still have 2 big fields. Oh, God. Oh, boy. So I can't even plan anything if I want to right now, can I?
Probably not.
I guess we're going to go cut some trees down. Hip, hip, hooray. Can we buy a tractor? Can we buy a tractor?
Sure.
I will say this in-game winter, we should probably sell our wood chips.
Yep.
I don't know how many we have currently, but should probably sell them. I need to buy some seed for this thing too. I do have 2,400 liters, but probably get some more.
Yeah, we only have 68,000 liters of wood chips so far.
That's a little chunk of change. Maybe we don't sell them then. Just let them accumulate.
Then again, it's not like super hard just to sell that little bit either.
No, not especially with train. What we do.
Right.
All right, come on. Oh, that's right. This goes like up underneath the unit here. Okay. All right, so this is the like wheat planter drill thing, whatever you want to call it.